Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. We're back in action for a Metal Monday, so that means, of course, we're working on some MechWarrior 5 tonight. But yeah, we got a few other things we can chat about for a bit. Hope all is well. Hope your weekend went well. I'd say it's been a busy few days, but technically it's like been 2 out of 3. Sunday was more of a catch-up day because we had a show on Saturday, which went pretty well. But I'll cover some of the details about that here in a second. First things first, if you are new to the Rec Room, this is your virtual hangout. Yes, my brain totally went back a few months there. It's actually the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights. And you also get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick in the form of commentary and the long-running video game deep dives. That is, of course, until we eventually have enough of an audience to essentially fill a stream's worth of content talking about Firewall Protocol or other things like that. So yeah, it's kind of easier filler. For a video game, you don't have to put too much together. At least gets us some time online. So yeah, you also here get a front row seat to what it's like to build a franchise from scratch without industry support. So glad to have you. We've got a lot to pick from out there. So currently we're on Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube. So feel free to lurk or comment. All the above greatly appreciated. I know we've had a lot more views lately on YouTube, so that's greatly appreciated because YouTube is essentially the desert as far as the hyperstream platforms that we've had. So anything that helps, I don't know, just increase the awareness so others can join us when they find out they have the same interests here that we do, that would be fantastic. So yeah, there's that. So not too much going on for numbers, other than, of course, the just mentioned YouTube stuff. Yeah, so really, it's about getting into what's going on over here last few days. So I guess for starters, let me get today out of the way because the daily stuff's usually the most dull kind of content. But down to 50 plus pages on draft one for book two. So again, still on target to get that done by Thanksgiving. Also made some progress today on recording for Chapter 8, which, if you're not sure what that is, head on over to our Patreon page. Link for the Linktree is in our description for virtually every chat. So essentially, our Patreon members get inside access to, or even earliest access to, the audiobook format for Book 1. I've been plugging away at that. There's a couple samples available on YouTube, but if you really want to keep going, usually Patreon's got the earliest access to all of that. So hope it'll probably be a couple weeks because the editing takes quite a bit of time, but I'll likely be working on more recording tomorrow, and then in the next couple weeks, editing and so forth. So I'm also trying to scramble to get another print or two done by our next show, but I'm not sure if it'll happen. I may actually shift gears to something else. Ever since earlier this year, I've noticed how some people do really well with little collectibles like stickers and things. So I was able to run into somebody I talked to at the show this weekend and got a resource for doing stickers. So maybe what I'll do instead of working on more prints, maybe I'll see if I can get a handful of stickers done by our next show because what's coming up in a little less than 2 weeks now is going to be our first, I think I want to say this is our first official Comic-Con because we've done some comic toy centric events, but they've mostly been a routine, every other month kind of thing. It's mostly toy dealers and collectors, and there's not really been a whole lot of support for what you would necessarily see. But just because it's smaller, and that's not to fault the organizer or anything, but not anything in the realm of celebrities and Artist Alley stuff. So this is technically going to be our first sizable con where they actually have an Artist Alley, where they actually have celebrities, and really looking forward to that. So the Blue Water International Comic Con in Port Huron, Michigan is going to be our first official one because really from a cost and timing standpoint, first one able to get into, even though really been trying to get into something this year. It's just in other cases, registration was way too high for the time being or was late to the game to get in registration because sometimes those things fill up pretty quick. So as mentioned, like with our Linktree, the date and time information is on there. So that will be the November 22nd, and that's going to run from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., I believe. So it's a one-day show. Also following that, we'll have probably the last show for the year, unless something out of the blue comes up, but there's the Lance Cruise Christmas craft show. So we did the Lance Cruise one in spring, and that went really well. So looking forward to seeing if we cross paths with more people that we've talked to at previous shows. So those are gonna be the last two for the year. So not the end of the world. There's already 4 shows on the books for 2026, and obviously I don't really need to get ahead of myself just yet. But things have been going well in the show category. So speaking of which, we were at Chippewa Valley High School on Saturday. Joe Palazzolo was able to help out for a bit, so that was greatly appreciated. I ran into some other vendors that we crossed paths with before, and even ran into a couple other people who've already picked up a copy of Ascendant Chaos, so that was very cool. One of which who is apparently already following us here on Twitch, too, so that also is appreciated. So sometimes there's a time gap. I may be passing out material at a show and then may get a follow some number of days or weeks later, and I may not necessarily make the connection. There was only one time where somebody added me right there on the spot. So that was really cool to connect with somebody else. And he told me that he was getting ready to work on Ascendant Chaos here pretty soon, had a huge backlog of books to work on, and very cool to hear that somebody's that much of a reader, because I wish I had more time for recreational reading at this point, but so much of that is consumed by editing and forward production that the recreational side is kind of low on the priority list. But that was very cool. I'm trying to think of other notes from the show itself. Well, from a number standpoint, we moved another 5 copies, so we are technically officially above the 75 mark. So since release back in second quarter 2024, we've sold 75 copies, and I did not, or more than 75. I just haven't counted like the donation copies, which are sometimes obligatory for certain shows. They say, oh, you got to put a donation in there. So I'm like, hey, what better thing to do than put a book in there? At least somebody else might get another chance to see the content that we've been working on. So that feels good to do that. Obviously it's still a very large mountain to climb, because we're going to keep building this as large as we can, because in order to get enough support for film production by the time 4 books are done, we're going to want to grow this audience as large as possible. We want concepts like the Enforcer and Vanguard, the Firewall Protocol saga, hopefully to be, household names as much as Superman or Darth Vader. That way, when you decide to get to finally see it in a movie or visual form, people know what you're talking about, right? Like, oh, what kind of nerdy prospect is that? I've never heard of such a thing. So hopefully that will change in years ahead. So those of you who have picked stuff up, and even those of you who have been here for streaming, I'm using this term affectionately, and I say you are essentially the EMP shock troops. So you are here first in the fight, and hopefully here to be around for a long time. What may happen in 2026, I maybe do a little bit more of a shift in marketing and some other stuff. I want to use things that we've talked about here on the Hyperstream for marketing things like t-shirts and collectibles and stuff like that. But unfortunately low on the priority list with a number of things going on. But, it's always fun to have a community to be part of. So I think we'll probably end up leading with the whole shock troop concept. It just kind of fits, especially with it, Enforcer Media Productions not just being an acronym, but leverage the meta nature of it being an EMP. So I figured that kind of fits, because I was really struggling to kind of come up with a universal community name, but we might go forward with something like that going into 2026. But 2026 is going to be in limbo, because I don't know what the work schedule, the workflow, and all that's going to look like. Shows are being put on the books without really knowing what schedule will look like months from now. But it's all good stuff so far. So some other lesser priority stuff, but still things that are cool. So finally, last week, got the physical edition of Metal Slug Tactics. Here we go. So the game's only been out for a year. It only took that long to get a physical edition. Now, granted, the earliest availability was like May, but that would have been just the disc. So not only do I have the physical edition, also got the deluxe one, and I did an unboxing video and just got that posted today, and that's only on the YouTube side. It's a few minutes long, but you get to see a couple other collectibles, and a couple of which may eventually end up somewhere here in the studio. I have not moved them in here yet, but and they won't really be visible because they're so small in contrast to everything else that we got floating around the background here. But we'll also likely be starting that game back up for a Season 2, hopefully tomorrow night. So we'll have the return of Tactical Tuesday. Not that it's been gone for very long, because we were just working on Shadow Tactics a couple weeks ago. But yes, I was completely gutted by the fact we couldn't finish the game the first time around because of a bug which completely corrupted our game save and wiped out all of our progress. No, I'm not bitter about that. Sarcasm, sorry. Uh, so we'll get going on that again. So maybe we'll finally get back up to 3 days a week from a streaming schedule. We've still been working on Tomb Raider Remastered for Throwback Thursday, and that's kind of things been going on around here. But as previously mentioned, we're on some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries tonight. We've been working on this from the PlayStation 5 this go around. We did the first season on PS4, and at least I'm noticing a little bit of graphical improvement. And there's also been some overhaul to the content thanks to the last DLC package that came out just a couple months ago. So it's kind of a long slog, but it's not too complicated either. It's a great time filler. So yeah, we are on episode 8, which I called Boss Lady Blockage, because we were about to go do some discovery of some other mechs and get some repairs done. But the ship's commander, Rihanna, it says we got to talk to her before she'll let us go anywhere. So we're going to start with that and then carry away across the inner sphere of the galaxy. Barring any technical difficulties. Yeah, I've been a little frustrated. I think 2 out of the last 3 weeks we've had disconnects while playing Mercenary or MechWarrior. So I did my part tonight, cycled the router, but I'm also wondering if it's been convenient that Sony has been dropping a console update and has just managed to download in the background while we're playing. I think it's been something along those lines, because every time I get done, it's like, your console needs to be updated. I'm like, thanks, Sony. You couldn't have waited until it was done? Okay, so here we go. I left off with Lucerne. Hopefully post-mission, which it should be. And it says speak to Rihanna, so yeah, we're likely in the right category. So we still haven't found any Igors yet. Halfway to the next warrior criteria, same thing for the J. Edgars. Jenners were a bit behind, collecting a commando we're behind. I don't remember if I've been checking the mech market. We don't need another fire starter, especially not one that's broken. And apparently we're not where pilots are just yet. Okay, so let's talk to Rihanna, see what the next mission is. I also can't remember if I properly put the mission title in our last one, so that's something I gotta check tonight. I go hit speak to Rihanna, and then it puts me down here. Commander Mason scales these stairs way too fast. I was like, whoop! Ain't nobody stair climbing that fast. Must be low gravity. That's why. Alright, boss lady. Get on with it. All these sparkly little planet icons.
Hello, Commander. I've just received a transmission from Spears. I thought you should hear it firsthand.
Why is he looking at me?
Commander.
That was weird.
I've been trying to find out more information on Black Inferno as you requested.
Does he track me too?
What I uncovered is intriguing. Based on several reports from regional governments, combined with my own intelligence sources, I've been able to track some of Inferno's movements. Those movements correspond very closely with areas of increased refugee displacement within the inner sphere. Now, I believe the two are connected. How they're connected or why, I don't know yet. But when I do, I'll be in touch.
Interesting. I'm hoping we can use that confluence of events to help us track Inferno down. Make them pay for what they did. Right now, though, we need to keep earning money and increasing our combat strength if we hope to win that fight. If and when it finally comes. Our newest contract appears to be the result of Inferno activity, just as Spears described. After an Inferno attack inside Marek territory, Marek refugees fled for their lives. Their only path of escape was across the border into Liao territory. House Liao is refusing the refugees free passage back to Marek space, with the intent of destabilizing the contested border region. Not surprisingly, House Marek is incensed over the matter. All their diplomatic efforts have thus far been rebuffed. That's only exacerbated the situation. It's gotten to the point now that Marek have decided to take a different tack. They want us to send a message to House Liao. By assassinating the local governor overseeing the detention of the refugees. Pretty sure that'll get their attention.
That
the
might.
mission briefing has already been prepared, Commander. We leave on your orders.
Copy that.
Copy that, says the intern. Yeah, so, it would seem like taking out a political figure might be a, more kinetic form of negotiation. Okay, so this looks like this is local. Yeah, House Kurita's not liking us because we took on so many missions that had them as the opposition. So I don't think we need to bother with this. This is not where we want to be. So target of opportunity. I remember to write that down. So it looks like a singular. It's not a split one because it's more story driven here. Okay, we've got room for one more job here. Oh, but I guess I'm not too concerned with either of these. Maybe we could maybe collect the assassin just in case we find one, because those are mid-weights. Might be able to find one. I guess we'll do that. We can always replace that if we find something better. But our first priority was to go down here. So I figured... So this whole green area gets carved up once some other space is open here. So it's kind of interesting that that hasn't started happening yet because we're so early in the game. And obviously the Rosalhag Republic carves all this out, and that doesn't happen until later. Alright, so where is this one sending us? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that is weird. This says a high reward quest, and it is in the middle of nowhere. We've got, I mean, I know there's plenty of these out there, but it's not often that they're in the, like, in these non-combat zones. So that's one of the first few times I've seen that. We have had that happen down here in certain regions on the fringe, but it's very, very rare to my recollection. Okay, so where's the area for the quest, though? All the way over here, and that does not even show any kind of combat zone yet. Okay, so let's just head for repairs first, and then maybe we'll try to do some productive stuff along the way. If stuff's far enough out, we're going to have a little bit more of a heavy lift. Ah, see, here's another one that's split between Davion and Kurita. We may need to take Kurita's side. Well, actually, I mean, the plan in this playthrough has been to try to take both sides. But I don't know how that's going to play out yet. All right, let's focus on the primary here. Let's get to the industrial hub first. Get our repair started. Look for anything else of value. Okay, so here we go. Repairs, and this is broken. They still have not. See, unlike Tomb Raider, it's a glitch we can work around, but it's still, some of these surprise me that these don't get caught. And it's somewhere in the bug net. See, there's my repairs, 27,000. Okay, equipment, anything of interest? Doubtful, but we check anyway. Especially in the medium category. Medium lasers level 1, I've got plenty on hand. Haven't seen any new level 2 machine guns yet. We'll buy one of those. What am I doing on ammo things? Let's try machine gun ammo. So I've only got one. I better get a couple. Let's go up to 3. Or 4 total, I should say. Get a couple halves. Alright, so we're looking for commandos or assassins. Nothing here.
Ready for mission briefing and drop preparations.
Affirmative, Commander. I'll be in the hangar for pre-drop.
All the Russians are here.
Finally. Got something for me, big
Except this guy's got a
boss?
controller on his face. They glued a PS1 controller to his eyeballs.
I know your story, and I'm ready to be of assistance, Commander.
Hey, nobody's got any deficits on them. 24, 31, 29, 23.
Affirmative, Commander. I'll be in the hangar for pre-drop checklists.
Yeah, doesn't match. Doesn't look cool. Skip it. Too picky about my pilots. Okay, so unless there's anything else here on the hub, like a hero... Oh, elite pilot. Okay, that's new. That's related to the latest DLC. Let's see what they look like. I mean, I'm guessing it probably goes up to like the higher rank, like 60 or something. Oh, there's a bunch. Maybe. Or is it just one particular here? Where is it? See, that doesn't look like anything
I've
new.
seen it all. Now I want to get paid for. Finally, got something for me, big boss.
We got the red samurai.
Nice dropship, but boring as hell.
Schwartz.
My mother and father were killed in mechs, so I grew up without parents, but with a lot of anger. And I take it out on the battlefield.
Great.
My focused rage always helps me get the job done.
So I wonder if they did some new voice acting too. So check this out. So she's already at a 52 out of 60. She's expensive. Salary though is going to be an extra 20,000 a month, but let's see what her stuff is. Hiring costs increased due to pilot traits. Yeah, you don't say. Close to $1 million. She's like 3 times everybody else. So, arena specialist. After a stint fighting in the arenas, this pilot acquired a taste for melee rifles, PPCX, binary lasers, chemical lasers, and SRMs. Okay, so it's saying which content, and she's already got 8s or 9s in every category there. Light mechs, plus 10, top reverse speed, plus 10, torso twist, and turn speed. So regular turn and torso turn. Focus damage on a single location, increases range and velocity for standard auto cannons, solid slug LBX, my kind of person there. Gauss rifles, single projectile PPCs. So not only does it look like she's got a unique name, may even have new visuals here for these pilots, and of course all these extra stats, which we've only seen a couple deficits so far, like this hypochondriac. Cost decrease because afraid of dying or getting injured.
My mother and father were killed in mechs, so I grew up without parents, but with a lot of anger. And I take it out on the battlefield. My focused rage.
We'll see how this
always
goes
helps
with
me
Miss
get the job
Anger
done.
issues here. Okay, we'll try it. This is something new.
Time to unleash my rage out there.
All right, anger issues. We better not have to hire a therapist to put up with you. Oh, look, and an assassin. That's convenient. So if we buy this for 2.8, we're only going to get 9 back. And we're getting 10% off, no less. Hold on. Let's check that job first. Jobs. Yeah, they're only giving us... Man, that's brutal. We're going to lose money on that, but... We're just making progress because some of these are a little bit more difficult to do this early on. Alright, we'll take the plunge. It's not like I'm buying it for me. Let's put it in cold storage. Make sure we strip everything off of it. So it's got some jump jets, a medium laser, so yeah, let's not sell it with stuff on it. So move to cold storage. Okay, and then let's go home, job rewards. Okay, so we get all that stuff. I hope we continue to meet socially and not on the battlefield. Yeah, that'd be a preferred way to go. So yeah, here, have a broken assassin. More of an assassin. Ain't getting it done. Alright, confirm. Take my goodies. Explosive shells, damage output of ballistic weaponry. So that actually might still work with like our fire starter and such right now, even though these things are expensive to add. Don't want to keep doing that arbitrarily. Is there speed? Is this our speed one here? Top speed, yeah. I wish there was more than one top speed. You can get the startup and slow down, but not extra top speed. Okay. What's next here? Some local contracts, of course, arena stuff. Okay, star map. So that's cool. We got an elite pilot. We got a job contract done. So we're gonna work our way over here. Oh, it did show up in a conflict zone. Man, kind of looking for something a little unusual there. Well, I guess let's go check it out. Warzone ×2. So it's going to be 2 Warzone missions. At least if it doesn't have a split path, it's one less thing to try to make more complicated tonight. So we'll go check that out. We'll try out our new pilot. And see. Oh, there's an elite pilot down here, too. It's interesting that this one's showing up. I'm going to spend a bunch of money on a ton of those guys. Alright. Well, you know what? I'm curious. Let's go find out what this one looks like. Can I not reach that? There we go. We'll spend all our hard-earned C-bills on flushing fuel into space. Also checking other stuff while I'm here. Oh, excellent. There's only 2 of them, but I'll take some extra machine gun content here. Too bad not in the laser category. Alright. So, loadout, please. So, I've got... Yeah, I'm still off with the lasers there. Level 2 me. There we go. Next, let's take a look at this so-called elite pilot. Archers already.
Just here chilling.
I prefer to let my fighting do the talking for me. So bring me on board and I'll show you how clutch I am on the battlefield.
That's hilarious. Laser Baster. Mastered using lasers and gains considerable bonuses. Alright, another my kind of pilot right here. So, and heavy mech. So that by the time I get like a battle master or something with like a lot of lasers, that's fantastic. Also hardy, reduces chance of injury by 15%. And then it got the same bonuses that the other gal got, except using a light one. Wow, and he's already got 10, 10, and 7. So he's got 1 7, but got a couple 10s. So also high salary cost, also 52 out of 60. This dude's got a VCR at the top of his helmet. Jacob Cave. So they don't have, and they don't have ranks either, so... Alright, that's enough. We heard you talk the first time. So, I just radically increased our quarterly payment from, hopefully, pilots worth their salt. Okay. Curiosity satiated unless a hero mech popped up. So these 2 mech icons, of course, are the rare, but that just means they're not broken. I want the hero units preferred. Okay, now we'll carry back on with our mission here and hopefully make some cash back after that detour. View transmissions. Look at this guy. Got Agent Smith over here. He's a pace 1.2 and some machine guns. Would you look at that? Okay, so we'll accept. And then let's get a save going after all that money I spent. Alright, Barstow. Episode 8, I believe. Okay, here we go. So we're finally getting to the action here after all the hopping around, seeing what's kind of hanging on out there. So that's Davion for who knows what. So this does say increased difficulty and increased tonnage limits. So we're might be getting in over deep waters here. But we got elite pilots now, so we'll see how this goes. So let's definitely get some coverage. At least some salvage and the rest in cash. So we'll get that up to 1.7.
The nasty weather means your visibility will be limited out there.
No kidding.
Adverse effects on your sensors.
Alright, this guy, you, sir, can ride the Pine. We're bringing in the new crew. Alright, so she likes lights, and honestly, all we have are light and medium, so it's not going to do a whole lot for us. Also, you can sit out. And really, at this point, it's whoever's got the next highest skill set here. 43, 25, 25. So I guess maybe Junior Freeman here is the next likely candidate. We'll give him his Jenner. So he likes heavies, she likes lights. Well, I guess she's getting the Jenner then. Let me make sure I got the category right, though. So the Javelin is a light, and then the Centurion's a medium, so that's correct. And she'll get the Knuckle Dragger, and he gets his Jenner back. Okay, we can live with that. Yeah, 80 points underweight. I got a mongoose fighting a bull here. Of course, I'm underweight too, but that's because I prefer to roll in a fire starter. Because I'm just weird like that. What kind of rust bucket planet are we on now? DJ, drop a beat.
Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
This compass doesn't even work. Oh yeah, we are on this crusty planet here.
Known as Jessup's Avengers patrol this system as if they're the ones running this space.
Space.
They're likely to pounce on any sign of activity from Avalon's shipping. They're probably thinking that they can pick apart the convoy's low-level security detail. But unfortunately for them, they're going to run into you.
Alright, do I have to go in the front door or fly over the wall? What's going on here? Where is the front door? Did I totally go the wrong way? You're like, how's this base not have a door?
Moving in, Commander. Get ready for them.
Ah, I did go the wrong way. Alright, 12 enemies. Hopefully we can handle that, as long as they're not too much bigger than us. Of all the features, I guess I am kind of interested in hearing new pilot voices, because it gets so routine on some of the older ones. Is that the trench? I ain't going to fight them in the trench. If you can't figure out how to get up here on your own, I ain't coming to you.
Radar's tracking a hostile ground unit.
Get angry.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
That was easy. Who's next?
Tangos appear to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
Whoa! Coming in from both sides, alright. Alright, everybody get up here.
Incoming missile.
Incoming missiles!
New target Dervish.
Let's go for a headshot here.
Holy cow, nice headshot.
Acquired.
Enemy mech eliminated.
That will leave a mark.
Target destroyed.
Okay, so that's what, 5 out of 12?
New target Vindicator.
Recon has spotted additional bogies, heading along a trajectory that intersects with your position.
Target destroyed.
You helping out over there, Centurion? 'Cause it kind of looked like I'm in a wallflower.
New target Shadowhawk. Incoming missile.
That missile was heavy on the miss. I can't get a headshot from behind him.
Incoming missile.
I'm really not liking this force feedback on because of the heating. Well, you are the one flying around the middle of 3 mechs there, clown. There we go.
I got it.
Oh, they got the other one.
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander. Watch out.
We're at 9 of 12.
Target acquired.
Is it way down there? Where is it? It's way past the edge there. The other one's cut 2 more from the other side.
Styles of smoking carcass.
That was new. Smoking carcass. Alright, don't need to go fight these guys on my own. Let's bring everybody else with me, preferably.
New target, Hunchback.
Especially since I'm kind of in the red. Prefer to not lose my level 2 machine guns too soon.
Target destroyed.
Alright, I'm moving here. Let them face. Give me some cover here. Use the bots as meat shields. It's inside the wall. Really? Must we play Do-Si-Do? Fry your dough, man. Oh, I lost an arm. So I may have lost my good laser, but I didn't lose the machine guns. Huh. I don't know if that's a fair trade. Destroy more enemy forces for payout. Yeah, no thanks. Where's the drop? I already gambled. 80 tons underweight. Yeah, of course they put them between us and the drop. Gonna have to jump. Or not really. See a scrub. Oh, that's a commando. Oh, Andy blew my leg off. Poor timing. Was it kill or collect? Because I think if it's kill, we'll take this guy out. Look how far he ran. What a jerk. Really? Man. Back out here. Pull a hole in the wall. And now I chase that guy. Well, these guys aren't very good at doing their job if they're not engaging. There we go. Okay, well, we'll find out if it's a collect or kill here in a second. It didn't say anything on the job, so it must be a collect. So it would only matter if we get enough salvage points to take it with us. Yeah, this is a nice even landing zone there, Rihanna.
It's hard not
not to smile when dealing out this sort of karmic justice. I'm sure Jessup's Avengers will think twice before running a raid on what they think is a harmless supply convoy.
Yep, I'm sure they'll get that message too. Since all despots are so easily convinced. Alright, we're still only reliable, not yet respected. Damage taken 408. Good thing you got the insurance. We just went over the initial threshold there. Ah! They did not give us the commando as an option, so no dice there either. Can't afford the rest of these. So, not a whole lot of interest, really. Guess we'll take everything that's expensive. Which is everything. I think just enough to use up all the salvage points. Everybody's healthy, took some damage. Mostly me. Okay. Yeah, collect one commando, so that didn't do a whole lot for us. And nothing there. Okay, now we get to figure out what we want to do next here. Looks like there's some other things going on in the area. So this is this is the next part of Cunning Decoy, so we'll want to at least finish that after I get some repairs done here, though. So let's fly down here to the cantina, see if there's any other better jobs while we're doing repairs. A rare catapult. Yeah, I think it's the Mad Cat or whatever. Well, no, they didn't add the Mad Cats till this one, so I think catapult's like the... No, that is... Stalker is the slow one. That's the 81. This is the faster of the two that's got the big missile pods on the shoulder.
You looking for a dedicated gunner?
Not at the moment. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Chem lasers, but not anything that I want to tinker with just yet. No sign of a hero mech. Alright, let's do repairs. We do need to start getting some bigger stuff, though, which... Yep, lost my laser. Okay, let's actually take a look here and see if anything's affordable. We've got the money. This is considered a 65. This is a heavy, I think. Ooh, Laser Town. Laser Town Hunchback. We can put the new guy in this thing. Look at all those lasers. Yeah, let's grab that. That's, I mean, even though it's a 50, keep that thing busy for a minute. Let's do that. Just looking at the point difference between that and the catapults. I mean, it's have to spend another 3 mil and not have to repair that one, but we will have to repair this. I think its speed is better than 64. Oops. Oh, the Centurion 64 as well. I forgot. 64 is the trash tier of speeds, unless it's like an Annihilator or something. So it's not any faster than Centurion, but at least it's a little bit more powerful. I forgot, where's the firepower 83? Yeah, it's in 30 points on the firepower over the Centurion, even with what it's got now, before laser upgrades. Okay, so I think ults should probably happen. Once those repairs are done, let's start moving some stuff into cold storage, because I don't want to keep spending too much on our quarterly. So collect one Jenner. Hey, you know what? We can sell Ding Dong's mech and get that taken care of right now. Kill 3 javelins. Let's see if we want to substitute anything that we've currently got. So kill 4 Jenners. We're at 1 out of So 1, 2, 3. Oh, so we got room for 2. And what's this new one? Kill 3 javelins. So if we can kill javelins and generators, which we still kind of see, or not too far out of the woods here. So let's dump the commando one. And then we'll add both the war dog and the mech hunter. Okay, there we go. So now let's see if the star map offers anything else. Nothing other than ammo, arena, and other nonsense. So we're going to head back up to here. There's a lot to pick from here. This tower. Okay, we at least should get another 20 points, hopefully, at least by having a heavier mech, though. Not that the bots are going to do much to keep me out of harm's way. 3 fire starters, 3 assassins. There's all the mech hunter ones. Okay, black market. Up, down we go. There we go. More level 2 machine guns. Stock them up. Locust and Spider, don't really care. Okay, so cold storage. I mean, I could dump the Centurion, but if we need the firepower, rather not just yet. So I guess if anything, let's just move this guy. Not concerned about speed. I mean, if anything, I could always pilot a medium if I need to, take this thing out. The linebacker. Alright. So let's do another save before taking on the next one. Okay. Contracts. Agent Smith Part 2. Okay. Damage coverage at least worked. Let's do salvage again. Yeah, this will get closer to 2 mil in the payout.
The extreme weather conditions will interfere with your sensors and will most likely restrict visibility. Be careful out there.
So he likes lasers and heavies, even though that's still... You know what? Let me double check something here. That's a medium, so we still gotta get a heavy for him. So she likes lights, but that's the next best light we got, because we're gonna keep him in the Jenner. What is going on here? I gotta replace my laser. So I guess I didn't do anything for weight unless I put... You know what? Let's put her in a larger one. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Yep, missing another laser. Ruined a perfectly good laser. Okay. Sorry, folks. You now got to wait 7 days for me to undo my poor hardware management. Everybody's all sitting in their mechs for 7 days. Can't even use the bathroom.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Drop zone. Asteroid belt.
Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Blech. A hostile environment.
Intentionally leaked some coordinates out across this region, pretending that a large unguarded shipment is going to be coming through. The hope is that any pirates looking for a score will head to the location, where you will lay in wait.
Well, how do I lay down in a mech? I don't know if that's happening, Rihanna. There's a front door.
Stay sharp, MechWarriors. Allied Command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay. Our assigned ultimate target
Whoa.
is on the field. Let's take it down.
We got a heavy on the, or an assault mech on the way.
Fire wants this area cleared of all tanks.
Oh, tanks. This one could be a bit more challenging. Alright, try to take out the easy stuff first here.
New target gathered.
Blends into the background. You hit me in the face. Oh, poof. He just ripped it apart. Okay, where's the big one at?
Target destroyed.
What are we dealing with here?
New target charger.
Charger? A little early for that.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Rihanna. Whoa! Look. That, oh, who did that? It's like I thought it was gonna be the laser guy, but it might have been New Girl. They pulled their own on that one. They'd be like, that's why we make the big bucks.
New target dervish.
Dervish. I'm in the red.
Heat critical.
Looking a little orange.
New target vindicated.
Tangos appear to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
Ooh, is it Igor finally?
One of our assigned targets is
There, Igor. About time. My health bar hit the thing.
Target acquired.
Oh, this is a mess.
Hostiles a smoking carcass.
Smoking carcass. Alright, allies, get over here. Centurion.
Centurion.
That will leave a mark.
Oh, looking at me. Gotta go. Why you guys running behind me? Be the target.
Target acquired. System
Oh! What? Redo. Man. Got ripped a new one. Brought me a toothpick to a gunfight. I also noticed what threw me off with the mech bay here. Previously, I thought that the turntable and the mech weren't turning at the same speed. The metal clamp doesn't move, and so that was throwing the visual off because the turntable was turning beneath it. It wasn't part of the mech.
Intentionally leak some coordinates out across this region.
Okay, I gotta play a little more
Pretending
conservative
that
this
a
time.
large unguarded shipment is going to be coming through. The hope is that any pirates looking for a score will head to the location, where you will lay in wait. MechWarriors. Ally Command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay. That battle mech is marked for destruction.
Good, at least they sent us the same stuff.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
Oh, that was the charger again. Okay, where is it?
New target, Javelin.
That had to sting.
Alright, let's get the javelin first. Drop right in the middle of 4 mechs. Alright, which way am I going to take the charger from?
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander.
New target, Charger.
Alright, see if you guys can do a repeat here. Blow a hole in it. I'm contributing to the headshots. Right in the noggin. Alright, so only a little in the yellow. Let's try not to over-engage this time. Or over-commit, I guess. Be a proper. There we go.
Target acquired.
Bad news, Commander. More hostiles inbound on your position. Get ready for some company.
You say bad news, I say sport.
That matches the class of beetle we're after. Take it out.
You guys help me out here or not? Oh, don't land on me. Alright, did they get that other one then? Looks like that was from him going critical. Alright, who's zinging missiles by me?
New target, Centurion.
There we go.
Destroyed. New target, Hunchback.
4 more to go. Okay, so I hear stuff zipping past me, but I don't see anything shooting at me. Let's come from behind. Oh, it is. It's way back there.
Target acquired.
Let's make the hunchback come to us. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Scorpion. Get over here.
Target destroyed.
Stupid insect. Alright, Hunchback, you're next.
Additional hostiles have been
Let's go,
dispatched.
Quasimodo.
They're heading your way.
Oh, they're dropping other stuff right on my head.
Enemy transport touching down.
So it should be 2. It's probably gonna be a couple mediums or something here. Ambush. Come on. Oh, yeah. That's not cool. I gotta stay mobile here. Alright, he's done. So I got the hard stuff first. Look at those lasers off the Hunchback. There we go. Now I've only got one piece in the red. Most is still yellow. A little better performance that time. Alright, Quasimodo. You can only hold out for so long. Where are you? You on the other side of the trench? Just standing there like an idiot. Come on, allies. This guy's got a broken GPS. It's like I don't want to go into battle. Done. Alright. Drop zone, please. Alright. Let's see. So that at least takes care of one scripted mission. Find some other miscellaneous stuff to do for a bit. Extra C-bills, 0. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff chasing us. Nah.
All right. It looks like you've done plenty of damage.
So long, scenic
Feel free to
landscape.
pull back whenever you see fit.
What's that, level 6? I don't know what that is. Nope, I'm not from passing that up. Oh, I wonder if it's because of facing the Charger or something. Alright, Charger is 35 points, don't have that. Oh, that's new. Yuck. Nothing of great desire there. Okay, how about that? That's about it. How do we do on damage? Yeah, next to nothing on the damage that time since I didn't get shot down. Much better showing. Let's see what kind of machine guns they give us. We didn't expect this decoy plan to work. We expected you to die out there. I'd recommend a different line of work. It's gotta be something safer out there. Like skydiving. Alright, how we doing on the job list? Well, we finally got an Igor, still ways to go on the Warriors and the J. Edgars. And, of course, the Javelins and Jenners. The JJs. Okay. Scripted mission done. Up to 11 mil. Let's see where the map takes us. No hero mechs just yet. We got a couple canteen options here, but we gotta finish some other stuff off first. That's... Well, you know what? Let's go over here. Let's see what they got for items. So no sign of Rosalhag, no sign of the stuff down here. Alright, let's go to Algot. Ooh, some hideouts. Wow, that's a lot of stuff, a lot of schools. Ah, the supercharger stuff. I was just thinking about that. It's like, you know what? I wonder if, like, what it'd be like to combine these, overclocking things with speed, but the problem is you can only use these on mechs that have the hard point for it. So, otherwise it kind of defeats the purpose. Nope, it didn't go. Now it went. Okay, yeah, no hero mechs yet. I wonder what level we have to hit before we start seeing the hero mechs. I don't quite know. Ooh, more machine guns. I will take those. Just wait till I get a better fire starter. I'm gonna start ripping them. Alright, Shadowhawk. Is this the good one? This has actually got more hard points. What was the deficit of this one then? It's got jump jets. Because I think the other one is a little bit more of a deficit. It just didn't feel like it had enough hard points to overlap anything. I might be able to go for this, keep me alive a little bit longer. Until I get a, you know, like I said, another fire starter or something. How much? 4.2? We got the monies. And if anything, I need to put an LBX or UAC in or something in here. So let's actually see what's in the neighborhood for... I'm not expecting to find a UAC here, but... I need to put like a medium rifle or a heavy rifle. So medium... So it's a tier 1. How much damage does 12? The burst fire does 16. Rate of fire... the same. Burst fire is lesser on the heat. Projectile speed 900, 900. So spread, okay, so yeah, the spread increases the inaccuracy based on the range. Well, let's just go with the medium for now because I'm not used to using these, so it's something different to do. I'll buy a couple of those. Oh, never mind. Okay, so let's go with a Shadowhawk here. Alright, let's get it prepared. Then we'll work on the loadout after that. Yeah, probably one of the reasons I like this, and this is probably, people think it's probably a terrible reason. I, for some reason, like the asymmetrical view of the cannon on the shoulder, but there's also a bit of a resemblance between this and some of the drones that HammerTech made in Iron Man 2. I know people don't like that for the Iron Man movies, but I still like some of the designs and stuff in there. Okay. So there's icons all over the place, but it's a matter of what's most relevant. Like, what's the difficulty of this? It says recommendation is 6, which we're at. This says 6 also. Maybe that's where she's going to send us next, unless we just go flying around space on our own here. Anything, a demolition mission here? Scorched Earth. Infiltration, objective. There's a demolition. There's a war college there. You know what? Let's go do a demolition mission for fun. We can let the Shadowhawk sit on the sideline anyway if I'm going to put some stuff on there. But I want to put any pilots in here. Got 2 eligible, so they gotta have range. Got 2 pilots. This is gonna be all my expensive pilots, though. $500,000 for enrollment. They were getting caviar at the college cafeteria for that price. That's expensive. So trait chances are like pretty high over here. Tuition and man, look at that, and like 200,000 a cycle. That's crazy. We haven't even done any of those yet because that's expensive. Yeah, let's hold off on that. So demolition for difficulty 20. Yeah, they definitely improved her icon too. Some of these look slightly more polished. I don't know what they did to touch them up, but they do look a little bit different than previously. Okay, let's save before going in there. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Oh, let me start the Shadow Hawk loadout here. Oh, we still got some fist things we can put in there. Alright, if I take out the AC-5 and put a medium rifle in... comparison... Oh, what happened here? So a medium rifle 1... Oh, I just changed the sorting, that's what I did. Thought there was a way... Oh, tooltip info. So... 5 tons, 12 damage. Let's see, AC-5 is 8 tons, 5 damage. Rate of fire is 40. Rate of fire is 7.5. So apparently the AC-5 would likely be better. But it's heavier though. The medium AC-2. Light rifle, let's just go with the medium as originally intended here. Yeah, it got me 3 pounds. I can armor it up a little bit better. I don't think I have the level 2 lasers yet. Especially since I'm griping about those. Nope. Okay, so we'll leave those. Then we could go max armor. Yeah, there's another 96 points. That helps a pinch. Oh, and ammo. Yeah, good call there. The AC-5. Do I have... I don't have the ammo. Dang it. Okay, scratch that. Need the proper ammo. In the meantime, though, if I've got level 3 machine guns and we're doing a demolition run, yes, please. I don't think I can boost these yet, can I? Nope. Unless I switch to pulse lasers. They pulse lasers way more, do more damage, higher RPMs, less range. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Okay, start work. Alright, so that won't matter too much here. Contracts. Demolition. So damage doesn't matter, salvage doesn't matter, all payout. No, except we can't. Okay, we'll do that.
Heavy weather warning is in effect, Commander. Your visibility and sensor readings will be compromised out there.
So we're just under the 175, not that it matters again. Demolition here. VCR head.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor
departure will destabilize the opposition's
Oof,
grip
it
on
is
this
a
region.
blizzard.
Something our benefactors are willing to spend a great deal of sea bills to see done.
I didn't like the way that column was looking at me. All these crystals you hear them breaking underfoot. It's kind of interesting.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
You investigate all you want, pal.
If
You
find
investigate,
acquisition,
we'll obliterate.
just walk up to it in order to pick it up. There it is. I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
They're all moving in. Look at all these. Ooh, this would be good for taking a good job done.
Target
We'll be sure to put that ammo to good use.
destroyed.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our
Oh, they're down to
contract
75% already. I didn't even hit them
calls
yet.
for the base of this system.
Let's see some stuff crashing into it.
It's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Whoa.
Hell of a shot.
Target acquired.
You've managed to demolish about half of the target's buildings. Crack on, Commander.
I haven't even gotten in there yet. And that looks like an indestructible wall, so why am I shooting at it? What's that? Nah, cicadas not on the list.
Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
Alright, we'll stop for warriors.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Oh, line of sight, pal.
That will leave a mark.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Still a cicada. Alright, what else am I gonna shoot at here?
Just a wee bit more, Commander. This complex is on the verge of collapse.
Yes, it looks like it's about to fall over. Alright, what's the small fries over here? Turret.
Target
Oh,
destroyed.
tank. We'll take tank.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Mission complete, Commander. I expect our employer to be very satisfied with this result. Head to the
I don't feel like I did a whole lot to contribute there. Alright, you know what? Let's take this clown out. Oh, multiple clowns. Leopard got that one. Alright, what else is left over there? Vulcan? It's almost dead. Let's just let the leopard shoot everything down.
New target Vulcan. Target destroyed.
And fire starter. Nothing on the list.
New target fire starter.
Oh, you hooked your wag. Hole.
That VTOL is on our list
Oh,
of
another
targets.
VTOL. Ooh, you don't say. That's enough to finish the job, I think. Oh yeah, we just job's finished. Come on.
Blasted that target into oblivion.
There's no helicopters in Oblivion. What are you talking
Here,
about?
Commander. Job well done.
Wow, that barely moved the needle. I guess we'll have to go for some lasers here. This one AC5s, like the Shadowhawk. Yeah, I guess we'll go AC5 for redundance and laser. Ooh, there we go. Take out that job. 218 and a bunch of nonsense. Alright, star map. There we go. There's a hero mech. We only got 9. Can we do it? There we go. There we, yeah, so we're still only at level 6, so... Oh, it's a trebuchet. This is the garbage one. Yeah, this is the one I skipped all that time. 12. Yeah. Man. With all the ones to run into. I'm starting to see some 60s. Alright, while we're here, let's get the ammo I need for the AC, or the medium rifle, if I can find it. There we go. Nothing on the lasers or machine guns of interest.
Ready and ready, Commander.
Ready for action. Nice dropship, but boring as hell.
This guy looks like he's had his eyes burned off. Oh, medium mech affinity. That's interesting. Okay. Not too concerned. Let's do repairs. And then do loadout. So now we switch the medium. So let me get a better review on this here. So AC5 8. Oh, that's right. So we get the extra weight. This actually does more damage as well. It's just the rate of fire that's a lot slower. Okay, and then let's get the ammo. Medium rifle ammo. Max the armor. There we go. And repair the fire starter. And that's it. So disappointing first hero mech encounter there. So what else is going on for journal or timeline or contracts? I don't know. Okay, so we're still kind of in the early neighborhood here. No crazy noticeable changes on the map just yet. Got to keep pushing forward to make sure we got the firepower by the time the Legend of Kestrel Lancer stuff starts activating. Trying to think what would be a good way to do that. Just take on some minor missions, or do we go for the high reward quests? Because we got one over here. That's not the split one. This one up here is split. I think maybe we'll do that next time. What's this one look like? 2 assassinations and Draconis. Actually, yeah, Draconis doesn't like us. It might be a good way to boost some reputation there. So we're at 125. Or hour 25. We can take a shot at that. Got the repairs underway. Can't think of any other better strategy for the moment. Okay, let's do that. Get the money going before our pilots eat us out of ship and home. Alright, so they're not telling us what we get. This warrior has abandoned the Bushido Code. The long arm of the law is too short. Hence why we're supplementing it with mercenaries. Alright, is it here or do we have to go somewhere else? Okay, seems like it's here. Except there's... Okay, so there's two of them. There's that and then the part 2. So if it's only a 200, we should be in good shape because we just did a 230 and survived. Okay. This calls for a save. That would be this one. The Blue Star Irregulars. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to negotiate here. They don't like us. So let's get some coverage and a minimum. You know, let's split see in case we get salvage of any kind. Alright, you know what? I'm going Shadowhawk this time. Let's get a little extra tonnage going here. Puts us a little closer to optimization. Alright, here we go. Flat-footed.
Today's target is TyeE Hester Troy. He's defected from the Draconis Combine and is now working as a mercenary among a group called the Blue Star Irregulars. This is a big bounty, so let's cash in on it.
Alright, not moving too fast here because we've been using the fire start so long. But, new mech, new weapon groups. Okay, so I do not have machine guns now, so let's get these you know what? I want lasers primary. Yeah, I want lasers primary. Ballistics secondary. I think we'll go, yeah, short range, third, that. Okay, that's fine. That'll work. Got the northern lights on an asteroid belt again.
New target, Shadow.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
Alright. Ooh, overheated that awfully quick. Missiles are putting me over.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
That machine's down for the count. Blasted that target into oblivion.
Blew his head off.
Heat critical. Target acquired.
Okay, yeah, definitely different heat profile.
Nearly
Can't
there,
fire
Doctor.
everything.
Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
Where? Okay. Oh, look at that lens flare.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Excellent find, Commander. Beginning recovery now.
There he is.
Interceptor provided coordinates.
Hide in the back. Oh, I am in the red. That's him.
Alpha Squad, reporting heavy damage.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
Got him.
Decoy is dead, and our Draconis employers will surely be happy. Now, get to the evac so you can live to cash that check. That
Oh, yeah, they're
bounty
sending
is ours.
hostiles.
Barb will break open a case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship safely.
Ooh, Jenner, that's on the list.
Weapon systems are down. Detecting done for.
New target.
That's
Phoenix
not.
Hawk.
That's not.
Target acquired.
That's not. Dude, I'm already hurting. I'm running. Or at least I'll get under the cover of the leopard.
Mech neutralized.
Whoa, that actually hit him? Fired the wrong thing.
Target acquired.
That will leave a mark.
Alright, I better get out of here.
Weapon systems have redlined. I need to eject.
Considering how much having the red on the torso, not good. I think the bot's got him. Ooh, medium lasers. We'll take that. Ooh, 2 other Shadowhawks. So we already have the 2D, and the 2H is probably the one I passed on because it seems kind of weak. Not much else here of interest. Let's just grab the choice stuff. Ooh, barely got the damage under the insurance threshold. Yikes. Alright, can you say need repairs? Alright, closest hub. Let's go up to this one. And then we'll drop down to the other, and then probably call it a night after that. Centurion, huh? Collect 2 spiders. That doesn't seem too complicated. AC220. That's actually not too bad, but how many do we? AC220. Wow, we don't really have any though. Well, we don't have many for those quests, so let's maybe grab that. It seems like that'd be an easier one to fulfill. Alright, we'll take that one. Alright, repairs. Oh, I lost the SRM too, huh? Okay. What else we got here? There's only 2 of them available. At least it's highlighted, so I know. Ooh, there we go. Take 3 of those. Medium rifle 0. Okay. Centurion. Charger 80. Ooh, Phoenix Hawk. For 4. I could go quadruple lasers on that one. What's the Charger got on it? A lot of burst lasers. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's the other Halo looking one. The pistol is very reminiscent of the Halo 1 Magnum. The shoulder plates are a little bit more like some of the Spartans from Reach and stuff, but the helmet is still kind of close to the Master Chief design. I mean, it's hard to say, but both the Phoenix Hawk and that one very fitting with the green and gold motif. This one's armor isn't quite so much as this combination of pistol and the helmet. Man, I don't know if I don't think I got reason to buy any of those.
In the ready room, Commander.
I won't. Okay. I guess let's fly down to our last one, and then I may take a quick break, and then we'll get that last assassination contract going here. Fly first. Okay, where are we going? Right there. Tigris. Deeren District Gymnasium. That's an interesting name for the school. Ooh, rare fire starter. Is it any better than the one I got? It's an H. It's not rare. I have one. Nothing but Urbans and Locust. Ugh. On a bottom of the barrel stockpile. Can't even get any good weapons off the thing. Alright, so now we got reason to check all the... Oh yeah, even better. More level 2 lasers. I will take those. We can keep checking all the junk inventory. Ooh, higher level AC5s. I mean, I guess if I went back to that, but right now we're using the medium rifle. There we go. 2 more of those. Halfway there. Let's also get this. So Shadowhawk's missing something. Let's get this fixed. So what kind of level 2s did I lose on this thing? That's it? Oh, well, I can put something better on there anyway. Increase the firepower. Alright. Save. Okay, gotta take a quick break here. Be right back, and then we'll get wrapped. Okay, time to get this thing underway. Alright, so hopefully they're not as angry at us by the time. Well, we've moved the needle a little bit, but they're still not happy with us. Alright. Okay, so we'll go damage coverage and cash.
Heavy weather warning is in effect, Commander. Your visibility and sensor
Black
readings
blizzard.
will be compromised out there.
Alright, so we're close to threshold. I guess there's not much to change unless I were to go with the fire starter, which I did not upgrade yet anyway, so we'll hold off on that. Okay, we'll roll with this.
Our target, David Asumi, is allegedly the orchestrator of this little defection.
Wow, a lot of light bloom
No
on the
doubt
rifle.
Traitor wants to make an example of him, but they don't dare operate in this system out of fear of causing an international outcry. So that's where you come in. I'm not seeing our targets at this location. Make way to the next nav point. We might have more luck there.
Of course, we might just send you on a wild goose chase just because. So which way was I facing? Right about... Oh, now the buildings are blocking the light. That's impressive too. Of course, the real time lighting calculation there.
Looks like we're at the wrong place, Commander.
Well.
Our target must have given us the slip. Let's check out the other
Or your
locations.
intel sucks.
New target, Enforcer.
Lies.
If you find the acquisition,
Wow, that's on
just
top of the
walk up
building.
to it in order to pick it up.
Put a glowing mark on his torso. Get out of the way. Yeah, that's got a long recoil or reload time.
There, it's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
All right, can you guys hurry up and finish that over there?
Got another one. Tango destroyed.
Don't land on me.
Target acquired.
That was a miss. That was overkill.
Target acquired.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Alright. Now can we get on with the mission, please? Thank you. Alright, so we got a giant wall, which means I'm gonna need to go through this pass.
I got it.
Target destroyed.
Like that in the corner, another turret.
Target acquired.
Oh, VTOL.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
That was not enough to kill it.
That will leave a mark.
Destroyed. New target.
Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a crab.
Target acquired.
Alright, I need a little better positioning here.
Shot.
Bring him out to my friends.
Target destroyed.
He didn't like that. There we go.
Things are coming in and Asumi is dead. That's a confirmed kill. Now let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
Alright, before the friends arrive, where's the drop point? There we go. They didn't have much for reinforcements. So this was the Black Blizzard. I guess this is just ash floating in the air. Didn't really obstruct vision all that much. I'd say his friends are finally showing up. Get off your high horse. Get over here. You're done.
Oh, that hostile's a smoking carcass.
There we go. Well, I lost a laser. I don't think I put the good ones on here yet. Right, 1.4, not too bad. How to do on damage, though? Okay, stayed under. No max. I guess we'll take a PPC, and that's it. Unless there's anything else more tempting. We're okay on the level 1 lasers and machine guns, so yeah, that's it. Okay, that's reasonable. The defector is dead. Ah, so bitter. Ooh, we got something done. J. Edgar's done. Okay. There's another 418. Some stuff that I'm not too concerned about. That's mostly for missiles. What do we got for War Dog? Level 2. Yeah, we're behind on Equipment Collector and Mech Hunter. Oh, we hit level 7. Okay. Cantina. Collector Griffin. Yeah, I'm gonna see any. Ooh, machine guns, tier 0. Medium lasers, tier 0. We might actually have that. Ah, let's see what we have. We have one automatically, then just do the other one. Alright, medium lasers. Seriously, I've only got 2. And the other was machine gun. It's probably because I didn't buy zeros. Got 2. Oh, gee. How many can we find here? Find 2 more machine guns. How about medium lasers? I guess we'll take the machine gun one. Oh, the AC2s. I gotta check that too. Okay, let's check the AC2s again. AC2, AC20s, no AC2s. Okay, well I guess they'll put us with 2 of those in the queue anyway, so we'll start with a machine gun one. I think, unless... So that'll give us 520, this gives 95 and AC5, so yeah. I think this will probably be more interesting anyway. Or at least more useful in cash, in the form of cash. Okay. So I didn't care about the fire starter. We're only at 10 mil, not too sizable there. No pilots eligible for any of this training whatsoever. Okay. Let's get some repairs done once we hit a industrial hub here. I guess we fly back to this one unless we want to try the one that's circling around. Ooh, this has got an elite pilot. It's not too far away. This is the one circling around Earth. West Point. Ah, they actually call it West Point. That's interesting. 1,500 years later, still exists. Game World. Ooh, Black Knight. Can't afford that yet. Of course, it's tall. That's unfortunate. Well, I can't afford it, but I'd be broke. It's a speed 64, so it's not even that fast. Oh, you know, I remember the one I liked that we ran into on season 1. I think it's kind of got a black armor to it, or for the hero mech. This doesn't seem all that impressive. Not too concerned.
Finally! Life as a mercenary wasn't my first choice. But I'm so good at my job, the contract offers keep rolling in. So let me mount up, and I'll show you why my skills are in demand.
So it looks like most of them are 52 out of 60 when we find them. Trigger discipline. Cool under pressure, smooth on trigger. Minimum cooldown, jam duration. Okay. Single location autocans. Okay, so similar to, I think, the chick had the other series.
My combat skills are meant to impress, sir.
Zeus mech affinity. Which one's the Zeus? Oh, that's right. We'll find Zeus's later. Just because I'm always looking to replace one of the ones I used to see all the time, which had the sarcasm. I don't know if this is her or not, but I'll add her anyway.
To impress, sir. Great to be on board, Commander. Let's fill some body bags.
That's hilarious. I don't remember that one. So I wonder, even based on the voice set, because clearly you've got a particular voice actor, or, I mean, even if it's not a voice actor, in case some of them are doing the different accents, they may have different dialogues that even if you think you get the same one, it might be just a whole nother catalog of lines that are different. Okay, so I think we checked all that. We got to get repairs going here. Oh, there's a hero mech. Let's go up there. Let's get repairs started and go up there. Fill the time here. Try to get to the 2-hour mark. We're already paying more for having more pilots and mechs. Alright, come on. Give us something cool that we can afford. Cicada. 133. So it's like virtually one of the fastest things out there, but like at that speed, like almost difficult to control. And it's 11,000. Fish, 11,000 just because it's fast. All right, let's check the other stuff we need for equipment. Machine gun. There's a machine gun. There's one. Cheapskate. Medium lasers. Let's check the ACs. There we go. Another AC, couple AC2s. Okay, well that wasn't all that helpful. Let's see, where can we go now for other high reward quests? And we may not have too many others yet. Well, there's one. Uprising Quelled. Okay. Then this is probably our next story one, so we'll work on this. I'm thinking we'll either work on this one or the split one over here next week, if not both. So, alright, so we got some of the transmissions. That's the split one. This is also a split one. So that one's called Frontline Support. This one's called Invasion Support versus Defense Support. Okay. So they had to change the name slightly based on whichever faction you decide to work for. Okay, and so because we haven't locked all these other areas yet, we're not seeing too many of the other transmissions deeper into these zones. Alright, anything else? There's a rare mech, but I don't think we're going to spend the money on the fuel just for that. Alright, so I'm thinking we'll tackle that next. Why don't we fly over there, and then that will be our last stop. And we'll be ready to go next time. So still need a couple more Igors. We need 3 more Harassers, 2 more Javelins, 2 more Jenners, 2 more AC-2s, and 7 more machine guns. Just dropped below 9 mil. Everything else is healthy. Pilots are probably looking a little bored. Nothing to buy here. Definitely nothing of interest there. At some point, I mean, you need to start spending some money. The problem is these are so expensive. It doesn't make a lot of sense to put them all in, install them, and then redo it again. But then again, it also does make you stronger on the battlefield, so I don't know. Not sure how I feel about the calls just yet. So this ballistic cooldown time might help with, especially using something like the medium rifle, which is taking a lot of time to cycle. Okay. Alright, that is it. We actually cleared the 2-hour mark. Thankfully, no disconnects tonight. Alright, so been pretty quiet. I know some people have popped in and out, but I guess nobody had any 2 cents to volunteer, but that's quite alright. I'm trying to see what else I can think of. So yeah, tomorrow we'll likely be back on Tactical Tuesday with some Metal Slug Tactics. And, of course, Tomb Raider Thursday till we get that finished up. And no other news, but yeah, stay tuned. Don't forget we got the Comic-Con coming up November 22nd. And that's all I can think of for tonight. So have a fantastic one, and see you soon.